first composition, piano piece number 1, and piano piece number 4, how would you talk of the difference between number 1 and number 4? Would anybody like to talk about the difference between piano piece number 4 and piano piece number 1? I think for me, the most basic difference would be the extreme changes on the plane of intervallic logics, where number 1 had a more register focus with the use of single and longer and shorter single pitches. Number 4 demonstrates really extreme changes in terms of pitch considerations and in terms of dynamic considerations. So you have super soft placed against super loud in a rebalancing time field. Number 4 is a very exciting composition. Any other changes? Velocity changes inside of the music, where piano piece number 1 establishes consistent velocity time blocks. In time 4, time changes are taking place all over the place. It's almost like every measure is in a different time field, which changes the radiance of the music in a way. The next composition I'm going to play is my favorite composition. It's piano piece number 6. And number 6 would be an example of a parallelistic language constructed inside of a gradient logic time scheme. I included examples for you of number 6. Number 6 is constructed in a very special way that contains a graph where things are getting faster and slower. And so the pianist the tempo is always getting fast, or it's getting slower, or it's moving in balanced kind of ways, but it's always involving some gradient element. Also, Klavierstücke 6, piano piece number 6, would be the quarter definition composition that would start to integrate grace note attachments in a way that more and more would not just shift the beat, but rather grace note formings that would start to open up the inner world in between the beats in a way that was totally fresh. Klavierstücke 6, in some ways, has a connection to John Cage's music of changes in the sense of a medium velocity parallelistic music. But as the composition evolves, as the imbalances because of the use of grace notes expands, it really opens up into its own space. It's really a fresh composition. It really shows the vitality and the excitement of the new parallelistic musics opened by Antoine Weber. So I'm going to play a wonderful version of piano piece number 6 by David Tudor. This is the version that's on Hat Art Records. Okay, I'm going to also play a little bit of number 6 with a version by Herbert Henck. This was done in the early 70s, just so that you can hear the different time feel, but also it'll give us a chance to go back and look at the kind of isolation that became possible because of Stockhausen's research into third pedal decisions. Without the third pedal, it would have been impossible to have the kind of resolutions that would take place in the music, where you have a combination event with a sustain coming out of it, and the sustains are controlled on top of this imbalanced phrase grouping structure that emphasizes grace notes. This composition is really, in my opinion, the beginning of a serious breakthrough for modern piano music syntax and for the evolution of pointillistic musics. Now this is oh yes, this is it. This example will slow it down a little bit.
Remember, we had to push this. Push this. Is that right?
Oh, look, I'm with you.
Power on.
I don't get it. Why do they make it so complex to turn it on?
It says it right here. I think the last time you just kind of did something and it worked magically.
What about this?
No, this has to be
In a position.
right.
So it looks like you're not going to hear Mr. Hickey's version.
It's a turn.
Yeah, it doesn't turn though. It's a really weird feel to it. How did you do it?
How did you do that?
But
It's magic.
Oh, it's just
like
this
it's
little
got a protector
inside.
pin. So you just kind of go like that.
Okay, let me see if I can.
You don't turn this bit. You just stick your finger there.
Right there.
It's just that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
that's it. Yeah, but
Did we turn
it's
it?
stupid.
Far.
Did we turn it on over here?
Boy, that's far out.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to figure that out? Okay, this is a 1970s version of piano piece number 6.
You put it on this, right? Is it going? No, I think. Oh, God. It's the master volume or something has to be turned up, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe
the
amplifier itself is not on.
There is one and it's turned up.
This is great.
Oh wait, this says turntable here. Yeah, you have to turn it on over here.
Andrew, you have to keep coming to my
I
classes.
have to keep going.
So what did you do over here?
Turn this thing on. So this is the turntable control.
Ah.
So you turn this up.
Ah.
There.
I've only been here almost 20 years. Okay, this is Klavierstücke 6, a little slower.